Hey everybody, welcome to Lagree On Demand. It's your girl Haley and Imelda. We're going to take you through a 40-minute workout on the micro. You will need your front handlebars today and then pulley cables if you have them. If not, I can give you some adjustments. Let's go ahead and roll. All right. On one light spring to start, my friends, we're just going to plank hold, hands to your carriage to start class. Yeah, glue your toes, knees, and ankles. Zip up through those inner thighs. Try to fill your space between your shoulder blades. You are not here for long. Heels stay nice and high. Think about pushing the machine down into the floor. 8, 7, 6, engage your glutes. We're going right into your reverse plank to pike in 3, 2, and 1. Slow lift to the hips. Now notice Imelda's heels are still lifted even though her hips are going up. Yeah, you don't want to drop those heels and just rock back onto the feet. You want to keep those heels high. Now we're on our hands here, but if you need to for the wrist, you're welcome to drop it down to the forearms. Keep in mind that does increase the tension on your core just a tad. If you need to modify, go ahead and add on, instead of being on a white, maybe you're adding on a black, or you're just adding on another black string, giving yourself a little bit more assistance. If you feel like you're finding your plank and that carriage is hitting the back platform, you don't have enough room to totally get all the way down, go ahead and take your toes to that front, right in front of your machine on the floor. 10 counts. We're holding your pike in 3, 2, and 1. Hold your pike. Lift those hips. You're just going to hold it up halfway. 3, 2, and 1. Hold your hips up halfway. Good. Little lower and lift. A tiny little pulse. Little lower and lift. Forearms are going down to your carriage. Knees will go either to your platform or to the floor. In front of your machine, it's your reverse saw in 3, and 2, and 1. Drop the knees and the forearms down. Find your modified plank position. Just a slow push out of the carriage. Elbows are going to go out from underneath those shoulders. Then a slow pull in, stopping the elbows directly underneath the shoulders. Yeah, you want to make sure you're starting and stopping at that 90-degree angle. Good, engaging the glutes. Trying to go as slow as you possibly can here. Really focus in on your tempo today. Yeah, we know that 4 counts is your starting point, but I'm going to challenge you to go to 6 or even 8. We hold it out in 10. Push it out and hold. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it out. Good. Full range in 3, 2, and 1. Full range. You only have one more change here. Ten counts. In 5, 4, we hold it out. In 3, 2, and 1. Push it out. Hold it. Tiny little pulse. Little in, little out. Forearms will stay right where they are. We're going to round through your spine, hollow out your belly. You have that reverse inchworm in 3, 2, and 1. Take that inchworm, round through the spine. Hollow out the belly, tuck your head. Now if you want to advance, you have the option of going to the back here if you'd like. If you need to modify even further, you are welcome to turn around to face the front. In 8, we're adding in your saw at the bottom of your move. In 3, 2, and 1, go ahead and add in your saw at the bottom. So whenever you find that modified plank, the elbows are going to push out, and the elbows are going to pull back in nice and slow. Good. We only have one more move for this core block here. And then we're taking it straight in to your leggies. $20 seconds. In 10. You're going to stack the shoulders right on top of the elbows and hold your crunch. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips are right on top of those knees. Now we're going to take that kneeling crunch. So you're just going to find a neutral spine without moving your carriage. And then just round through your spine. Yeah, so it's really going to feel like almost like you're doing a cat-cow motion. Go ahead and find that neutral spine without moving your carriage. And now round through your belly. Yes. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Your kneeling crunch is a smaller range of motion, but it allows for you to get deep, 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 deep into that center core. Really finding that deep core contraction, the roundness of the spine on the up. If you want your breath to flow with it, whenever the spine goes up and you round, that's your exhale. Your inhale is whenever you find your neutral. 8 counts. You'll find a full plank position. Hands are going to be a little further forward on your carriage for a flying wheelbarrow in 3, 2, and 1. Find that full plank. Toes to the platform. Hands are going to go a little further forward just so you can have a little bit of room here. Now slow push of the carriage. Yes, then a slow drag in. Now you're always welcome to drop it down to your knees and just take your regular wheelbarrow or even your kneeling cobra. Neck is nice and long here. Engage your glutes. You've got 30 seconds. That's all. Think about drawing your lats down your back. Even as you push the hands forward, try to keep space between the ears and the shoulders. Good. Try to contract the core. Pull the belly button towards your spine. 10 counts. We're going to go to a a gray spring. Yeah, a gray spring. If you don't have a gray, you can go to a red or both of your blacks. We're going to take a reverse runner's lunge in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take that left foot forward first. Yeah, so a gray spring or both of your blacks or a red. Yeah, your left foot is going to go to your carriage, and then your right ball of your foot is going to that platform. If you need a little more leverage, you're welcome to take the back ball of the foot against the ring of fire. So you're going to find a low double lunge. Now, think of this just like your runner's lunge or even your moonwalker. You're extending your back leg long just like you would in your runner's lunge. And then you're resisting that back knee in, stopping directly underneath the hips. That left leg stays in your 90-degree angle the entire time. Good, just a slow push out, then a drag in. Try not to go up and down here at home. It is all forward and back. We've got about 20 seconds and we're in that first change. In 10. First change, we push it out and hold. In 3, 2, and 1. Just a hold. Good. Bring it in halfway. A little out and in. So good. Full range. 3, 2, and 1. Full range. Two more changes here. Making sure that the hips are nice and even. In 8. We're holding out. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push it out. Hold it. Bring it in halfway. Just your hold. Full range in 3, 2, and 1. Full range. Making sure that that front knee and your back knee both are pointing in the direction of your second and third toe. 10 counts. How you feel? She's like, sure, I'm fine. Hold it out. 3, 2, and 1. Push it out. Bring it in halfway. Now take your pulse down and up. We've got a little reverse skating for you next. We are going to use that balance bar on your shoulders. It's going to rest right behind your head. On those shoulders, reverse skating in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take that balance bar. If you don't have a balance bar at home, you can use anything. You can use weights. You can use a broom. Yeah, anything with a little bit of tension there. Now, find your deep squat. In a reverse skating, you're going to push into that carriage leg. Nothing changes in terms of mechanics of your skating. Everything is the same. The only difference is which leg you're pushing with, right? In a normal skating, you're in your squat, hips are centered, you're just going to extend your carriage leg. It is the same thing, but now your isometric hold leg, your working leg, is on your carriage. So you're extending the carriage out still, but everything initiates from that opposite side. Good. Now notice Imelda's knees are not buckling in. She's keeping those knees pointing towards her second toe on both feet. If you want more tension, you have a couple different options. You're welcome to scoot the feet closer in towards each other, or you add on a different spring. Yeah, in the room we are on a gray spring. At home, if you're utilizing both of your blacks, say you have the old school springs and you just have both blacks on instead of your red, but you still feel like you need a little more, your feet are all the way to the inside edges, you still need some, add on your red. Yeah, take your blacks off, just utilize that red if you need it. Good, we hold it out in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it out. Bring it in halfway. You're just going to pulse down and up. If you want to feel like you're in the room, we're totally listening to a little 50 Cent in here. That's why Imelda just started grooving. Little 90s rap. Find me in the club. Full range in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Full range, nice and slow. I feel like my brain instantly knows the edited version of this song because it played on the radio for so long. And so now that the non-edited is on, I like don't know the words. I know like fake words that aren't anything because they were on the radio. Yeah, keep your hips nice and squared. 10, 9, 8. We're going to hold your squat and just utilize that bar. In 3, 2, and 1. Hold your squat. Now you're going to push that bar overhead. Do a front bend so it comes right in front. And then again, up overhead and to the back. Yeah, you're going to alternate going behind the head and then in front of the head. Being mindful that your knees are still pointing in the direction of the second toe. Holding that carriage open. Holding your squat. Keeping the knees back on tops of the ankles. It is a lot. Yeah, if you need to, you are welcome to just hold. Eight counts. Now this next move, we are going to take a mega reverse side lunge. It is different than your single leg squat, but it is very similar. If you want to rest the pole on your shoulders, you're welcome to, or you can set it off to the side. We're going to stand all the way straight, but keep your feet right where they are in 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way straight. You can keep the bar on your shoulders, or you can just rest it to the side, either one. Your right heel is going to lift. You are going to lower down into a single leg or a side lunge on your left. She said, ooh. And then you come back up. Yeah. Turn your left toes forward. Now go. Yep. Then a slow push out of that left side. So a single leg squat and a side lunge are two different things. They are very, very similar, but they are different moves. Yeah. In your single leg squat, say we're at the back or even at the front, you have a staggered leg. Yeah, the entire time. Back leg stays staggered. It is really as if you are just doing a pistol squat, right? In your side lunge, your feet are in line with each other, and you are actually going into a side lunge. Now, you don't have to keep the side that is straight, that non-working leg. You don't have to keep that heel up if it causes any kind of tension on the foot or on the ankle joint. But it is just as if you are doing, say you're doing like a 3-point lunge on the ground. That is your side lunge. Yeah? So they are different. Try not to lean to your left. There you go. Yeah, keeping your hips stacked as much as you can. Resist the urge to twist. There you go. Yeah, it is harder to not twist with that balance bar. Fun fact, We might twist here in a second. That's why I said to make sure you don't twist. 8. Your first change, if you have the pole, great. If you don't, hands will go behind your head. You're just going to find that side lunge in 3, 2, and 1. Hold it to the side. Now hands can either go behind your head if you don't have that pole or at heart center. You're just going to slowly rotate towards that working leg. Then back to center. With the pole, it is a lot. Yeah, that is a long lever. Remember, anything that is further away from your center is going to be a little bit more challenging. That's why taking your hands overhead is typically more challenging than going behind your head. Watch that working leg. Full range in 3, 2, and 1. Square yourself off. Full range. How does your right foot feel? You said it feels like it needs to move. So keep it in line, but see if you take your toes here on the very inside edge. There you go. Is that better? Notice how she instantly wanted to stagger her feet. Yeah, that would take it into a mega single leg squat instead of a mega side lunge. So there is that difference. Keep that in mind always. We're just going to hold this next one down in 10, 9, 8. We drop it low. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it low. Take a little lift and lower on your left. We'll grab your black cables. We're going into your sexy back to start your upper body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and put that pole down. Grab your black cables. Face the back. Kneel on your carriage. Your sexy back to start this upper body. Elbows are in by your rib cage. Booty is off of your heels, but you have that hinge forward. Diagonal line from the crown of the head to the tail. Go ahead and pull those knuckles straight back. If you need to go back of your fist back and palms going in towards your body, that is fine as well. Good, core is engaged. Good, just working deep through the triceps. Be mindful your shoulders are not rolling forward here. We hold it back in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pull it back. Hold it. Just a hold. No pulse, no nothing. Try to open up your chest. Draw those shoulder blades down. Ooh, there she is. We got your newspaper. You'll cross your cables. We're going to go newspaper with your palms up in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and cross your cables. Pull those elbows in. Sit up on your knees. Now you're going to go palms up, elbows still in, just opening nice and slow to that 90-degree angle, how you normally would. Yeah, so the only difference here in a traditional newspaper, palms are forward towards each other, and you're opening, working the rear delts. The exact same thing is going to happen. Only difference is your palm is going to be up. Yeah, if you've ever said, oh, ow, my shoulder hurts, and grabbed right here, that's literally where it's working, right? It is your rear delts. Make sure those shoulder blades are pulled together. Core stays engaged. Whenever you open, really try to squeeze the shoulder blades and kiss them right in the middle of your spine. We hold it open in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it open. Now bicep curl. Yee! And lower, yeah? If you need to, you're welcome to sit back on your heels. Keep in mind, it is going to increase your tension just slightly. Yeah, it's better for the balance, but it is definitely more on the upper body. Full range. 3, 2, and 1. Full range, nice and slow. You've got about 20 seconds here, then we're into your chest opener. Those cables will uncross and your hands will go right next to your thighs. In 8, uncross your cables. You take your chest opener. In 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and uncross. Thumbs are right next to your thighs. Now, you're going to think about wrapping your pinkies back, really opening up your collarbone, squeezing the shoulder blades together without losing your core. Good, trying to keep those shoulders from rounding forward. So lots of times in our chest opener, thumbs are right next to our thighs, and whenever we push, we're just pushing with the tricep and not actually utilizing the lats or the shoulder blades at all. So whenever you push, your shoulders start to roll forward and your hands go back. It is not about how far back your hands go. Instead, I want you to think about wrapping your pinkies back, opening up your collarbone, creating space throughout your chest, hence the word chest opener, and then releasing. What we don't want to see is this or this. Yeah, don't turn into a Care Bear. Keep the core knitted together and just think about utilizing your shoulder blades to actually move through the motion. Yeah? Hold it back in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it back. You're going to pulse the hands in towards the body, a little in, and release. 10, 9, 8. We're taking your reverse side lunge on your right next. We're going to go in reverse order. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and drop those cables. Grab a hold of that pole if you utilized it on the other side. Right foot is going to go to your carriage. Left foot goes to your platform. Imelda, go ahead and put your ball of your foot on the inside how you had it before. Yeah. Remember, your left leg now is straight. You're just thinking about your squat on your right. Now, Imelda's hips are naturally starting to turn. Go ahead. There you go. That is your hips squared. Does it feel crazy? Take this way a little bit. Think less about your carriage going out. Think more about keeping your hip on top of the knee, on top of the ankle. Hip on top of knee, knee on top of ankle. That. Now push up out of this. There you go. Walk this foot in a little bit. I know it's going to make it a little more challenging, but there it is. You almost have to think about keeping your hips like headlights, pointing this way. That way. Yep. It's just your left hip. Yeah, this is super common. Side lunge is definitely one that is going to show you all the little imbalances in your body. And there's nothing wrong with it. A lot of it is because you drive or maybe you sit or you stand a certain way. There you go. Yeah, it is just it's a nice reminder, right, of what exactly we need to work on what side. Your legs, your arms, nothing is going to be completely symmetrical, right? That's kind of what makes this all beautiful is asymmetry. So keep that in mind and start to pay attention to the little nuances on each side. Hold it low in 3, 2, and 1. There it is. Now, I'm going to hold your hip. You're going to take that rotation towards your working leg. There it is. Good. Now at home, if you don't have that pole, remember your hands are either behind your head or at heart center, either one. You're just rotating towards that right leg. Full range in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Full range. There you go. Yeah, it also happens more. Little imbalances like this, you notice more on your right side especially. A lot of us stand like this with all of our weight into our right hip. Your body remembers that muscle memory. Yeah, so even in your runner's lunge, any kind of runner's lunge, any kind of lunge, your right side might hike up a little bit more. Same with your left. If you're a lefty, it's going to happen. Mine's my left more than it is my right. Only because I think it used to be my right and I switched it. Yeah. Your hips are even now. You're having to rotate your chest a little bit to get it there, but it's working. Uh-huh. We hold it low. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it low. Tiny little lift and lower. Yeah, push through your right. We're going to pivot to face. Oh, that's a lie. We're going right into your skating. I got really excited. I almost forgot. Find your squat right away. 3, 2, and 1. Find your squat. Drop that left heel down. Now a slow push out. You're reverse skating. Yep. There you go. Drop your left heel. There you go. You didn't do it the first time, and then you did it the second time. Good. Eight counts. We hold it low. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it low. Bring it in halfway. Ooh, your left leg is so shaky. Pulse down and up. 8, 7, 6. Right back to your full range in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Full range. Slow push out. Then a slow resist in. Oh my gosh, I want a video. It's such a good shake. I have not heard this song in about 10 years. It's a perfect song for right now. Because Imelda can't stop shaking. 10. We hold your squat. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your squat. Hands are going to push that bar overhead. Then in front. Yee! And then up. And back. I gave Imelda 2 options, okay? She picked this routine. 8, 7, 6, 5. Your reverse runner's lunge. 3, 2, and 1. Woo-hoo-hoo! Go ahead and pivot to face the back. Right foot is still forward. Back heel is high. Go ahead and find that double lunge. Bend both knees. Pushing the carriage out nice and slow. Then resisting on the way in. Good. Remember, you've got 3 changes here. And y'all lucked out. I think you're only going to have time for 2 oblique moves. Don't worry, they're bilateral. And they're both a little challenging, so you'll be fine. First change, we hold it out. 3, 2, and 1. Push and hold. Good. Bring it in halfway. Take a little out, little in. Remember, this is just like your heavy moonwalker, or exactly what it sounds like, your reverse runner's lunge. Full range. 3, 2, and 1. Full range. Good. Your second change in 10. Keep that right knee on top of your ankle. We hold it out in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it out. Bring it in halfway. Just your hold. Full range. We push it out first in 3, 2, and 1. Last one. "15 seconds. Then our final change for these legs. 2 moves. That's it. Hold it out in 8, 7, 6. We push and hold in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push it out. Hold it. Bring it in halfway. Pulse down and up. A little down, a little up. Drive through your right. Eight counts. We're going reverse dancing bear. You'll go to 1 light spring. 3, 2, and 1. Bring that carriage in. Switch out your spring. So you want 1 light spring here. Hands are going to your carriage. Toes are going to go to that front platform. Find your plank position. Your reverse dancing bear. Knees and toes are going to twist towards one elbow. They bend in right underneath your hips. And then you switch. Good. Making sure to get into each oblique here. Keeping the hips in line with the shoulders as best you can. Utilizing the obliques to move the carriage in and out, not your hips. Eight, 7, 6. We'll bend the knees in straight in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bend your knees in straight. Now you're going to take little windshield wipers, knees and toes to the right, knees and toes to the left. 8, 7. We're dropping it down to no springs for your sea serpent. Toes will go to your carriage in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and drop it down to no springs here. Now Melda's going to find a plank. Hands are going to go right on the floor. Your carriage is going right on top of that number 2. Now, without moving her hands, she's going to swing the carriage using the obliques and no momentum to the front of the machine and then to the back of the machine. Now, if you need to, you can open up the feet, get a little wider stance. It probably makes it a little more manageable. Try not to dip the hips to the side. You want to stay parallel. Good. Using the obliques to swing. 10, 9, 8, 7. This is it. 3, 2, and 1. That is all. That was good. How'd you like your sea serpent? She was like, which one is that? Wonderful work at home. If you have questions, comments, concerns, you know where to find us. This is Imelda. I'm Haley. Thank you for joining us on Lagree On Demand. Please leave us a comment. I'll try to respond. Love you long time.